Let's see the poll number 6 and explore what are the right options for this particular question. Considering the delay in your previous project, especially during the stages of requirement verification and code testing, you plan to implement lean agile practices for your upcoming project. So this section is showing that there was a bad experience in the previous project, primarily between two groups sending and giving requirement and verification. So that was the delay. And because of that reason, you want to follow agile this time. Okay. Which of the following would be the best effective approach to significantly reduce or completely eradicate such waiting time? So we are finding out of the available option, which option is, or which particular one is a good lean agile practice which ensures the team does not have delays between one part of the work or the other part of work. So we have a less hands-off and less delays. So that's the question which we are exploring. Let's see the option. Rigidly follow a comprehensive project management plan. I think that's the easiest one to ignore because we are talking about applying agile and how can you follow a rigid plan? That's not making sense. Regularly use root cause analysis to pinpoint and resolve bottleneck. Good idea to have a continuous retrospective and lesson learned so that we can improve if something is not working. It's a candidate option. If we don't have a better one, we can say, yeah, next time we should have a continuous reviews and retrospective of our work rather than we focus on one way of working all the time. Yeah, looks good. We can use other quality technique also rather than just using root cause, but that looks a good option. Option C, establishing a cross-functional and self-organizing team. I believe this is the direct practice which is targeting reducing hands-off and delays between group of people inside the team. So create a better collaborative environment where there is a good amount of overlap. You don't divide the work into one section and one phase or another phase, or one team is doing one part of work, another team doing another part of work and creating a interface between them. Rather, you create a one unit which is expected to talk and collaborate very well with each other. They are cross-functional, which means this unit has all the capability to convert the requirement into running system. And they are self-organized, means they can find out their own issues and resolve them on themselves rather than seeking external help on a frequent basis. So this looks the perfect option because it addresses the concern which is raised in the question, delays between different groups. So reduce the hands off. The option C, holds frequent dependency management and review meeting. Looks good. Yeah. But rather than I have two groups, then I have a dependency management amongst those two groups. Then if something doesn't work, I do root cause analysis. Why don't I start with a practice which ensures that there is going to be less such issues so that you don't have to do dependency management. This dependency will be automatically managed. And since there will be less issues, you don't have to do root cause analysis. You need to do continuous improvement. But for this particular thing, the good part is already taken care. You already have learned from your previous project. Why don't you implement something directly and then continuously keep doing retrospective? And that's the idea. The option C plays I think a winning role here in these question. I do see my opinion this time at least aligned with the vote we are getting. So we do receive like a 51%, so more than 50%. I think it's a great choice. People went for option C. And option B was the second one, 28%. If you are thinking in the option C direction, I think you are pretty much aligned with your PMP exam way of thinking, and you should go for your PMP exam very soon.